this table also, right? So when we are using a primary key of some table in another table, okay, then in that table the primary key would be considered as the foreign key. Okay, so over here the department ID would be considered as the foreign key for the employee table. Okay, yes, it would be the primary key for the departments table, but it would be considered as the foreign key for this employee table. See, I would repeat it again and very slowly so that you are able to understand. The primary key of a table. So this is the primary key of department table, which is the department ID. When a primary key of a table is used as a column in another table, okay, then that column or that name is considered as the foreign key for that table. Okay, so over here the department ID would be considered as the foreign key for the employee table. Now to make you understand you in a very simple way, consider, see, this department ID is the residence of, like he is the member of this department table, right? Now if this department ID is going to some other country, then over there he would be considered as a foreigner, right? So similarly over here also he is the resident of this department, okay, he is the primary key. If he is going to some other country, that is employee, he is considered as the foreigner. So similarly over here this department ID in this employee table would be considered as the foreign key. Are you able to understand this thing? What is the foreign key? Samantha, can there be more than one primary key in a table? Yes, there could be more than one columns which are acting as the primary key. Okay, so see over here also, if I want to take out the courses from this table, okay, then I would create another table which is named as courses, okay, and I would write down the name of all the courses over here. So name and the ID, okay. So depending upon the IDs there are certain names. Now if I use this course ID, I would say, okay, if I'm using this course ID column over here now, okay, so this course ID column would be acting as a foreign key for the student table, okay, but over here in this table, for the courses table, this course ID is the primary key. Clear? Okay then. And one more thing to remember, see, you cannot leave the code, you cannot leave the data in the primary key blank. Okay, you may leave the age blank or any other column could be blank. Okay, if you don't want to give the contact number, or if suppose say there is some alternate contact number, okay, and you don't want to give any alternate contact number, so you can leave this. But in any of the cases, you cannot leave the primary keys, the columns of the primary keys or the rows of the primary keys blank. Okay. So Prasad, you are asking that. So for the students table, student ID is the primary key, right? Yes, the student ID is the primary key. And the foreign key would be the course ID. See, these all things are like the theoretical things, okay, which you need to know from like interview point of view. Okay. And if you are like when you would be using the queries, the joins, okay, then over there, Samantha, you would be you should know about the foreign key. Okay, that we would be discussing in the next class, not for today, the joins and all. So over there we need to know about the what is foreign key. The primary key, yes, you should know about it in the this class only, but that is okay. The primary key, you are easily able to distinguish that, you are easily able to find it out that what is the primary key. Okay, but for the foreign key, this makes sense more in the joins. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now over here there are two more terms, that is the parent table and the child table. Now the table that contains the primary key, that table would be named as the parent table. Okay. Now for example, the department table, it was having the department ID as the primary key, right? And you are using this department ID in the other table, that is the employee table. Okay. So the department table would be the parent table. Okay. See, the parent table, it is not that table which is having more number of columns. Okay, in that, if you would take it in that way, then the employee table is having more number of columns. Okay, but it is not so. The table in which you are using a foreign key, like if you are using a primary key of some other, like let me, okay, if you are using a foreign key in a table, okay, which is actually a primary key of some other table, so that table would be the child table. Okay, because you are using the things from the other table, and like children, they have the tendency to use the things. Okay, see, all these things that I'm telling you, that the children, they have the tendency to use it, or like you can consider it as a foreigner over here. So these are some of the things which are like, when I first look at these things, okay, when I first was studying these things, so these were the things that came up to me, just came up to my mind, and they are established in this way. Okay, so for my better understanding, I have taken the things in this way, which makes sense. It is not that it does not make sense. So I'm explaining it in this way so that you also, if you find it easy to understand in this way, so that is good. Okay, just to remember the things for a long time, or I could say that for lifetime. Okay. Okay, so this table, the employee table would be the child table, and this department table would be the parent table. Okay, because you are using the primary key of some other table over here. So that is why this table would be considered as the child table, and the table which is giving you the authority of using their primary key, that table would be the parent table. Okay. Kumar, is the primary key displayed on the very first column? No, it is not like the thumb rule that it has to be displayed in the first column only. But yes, generally people or we also, if we create some tables, we have the tendency of keeping it in the first only. But it is not always like the thumb rule. It could be anywhere. Okay. Okay, then this is about the child table and the parent table. Okay, so about the primary keys and the foreign keys, the primary keys, they should have unique fields. Okay, no two rows in a primary key can have the same data. Okay, because if they are having the same data, then it is not a primary key. Then that column is not a primary key. Okay. It should have an individual attribute or a combination of attributes, and it cannot be null. Null means it cannot be left empty. Okay. Now in the foreign keys, the foreign key is actually the primary key of some other table, of another table. So that is a foreign key. Now what is a database management system? So in technical way or in the definition format, if someone asks you, so it is like the system that enables the database to be created, accessed, managed and updated. That is called as the database management system. Okay, a system in which you can create the database, you can update the things, okay, you can modify the things. So all those things can be done, and the system that allows you to do so is known as the database management system. And what is a database? Database is actually a collection of all the tables, of all the information that you have stored. Okay, so that contributes to the database. So it is the collection of information that is organized so that it is easily accessed, managed and updated. So that is a database, and the database is kept under a system which is known as the database management system. Okay. Okay then. Okay, so from the theoretical point of view, we have the theoretical point we have covered a lot, which was required to start with the things. Okay, now you can go ahead and can start your Toad. I assume that, and I believe also that you must have installed Toad now. Prasad, attribute is data only. Okay, in technical terms, it is known as the attribute. Kathy, oh, yeah, you told me that you already. Mm. Kathy, your system has a virus or what? Yes, I also told you that you should like try to disable your antivirus and then install it. Yes, so for that reason only I told you that disable your antivirus for some time, so that like once you have installed this thing, then you can again install your antivirus. Kathy, then in that case, I would say that contact Raghu and like ask him for the help, or like if he can give any other link, or if he can install the things onto your system. Okay, so yes, I guess he would be present at this time. So you can try calling him and can ask for help. Okay, because for today we would be needing it anyhow. Okay, otherwise you will have to sit idle and see what all is going on in the class and onto my system only. You won't be able to try the things on your system. Okay, so now to connect to the database, we will double click over here. Okay, so all the table name would be present. Then we can go to the editor tab and can open the editor window. Okay, so these were some things that I told yesterday. Okay, how to open, how to connect to the database, and how to get the editor window. So everyone has got this type of page in front of you now. You are connected to the database, you have an editor window like this over here. Okay. Samantha, you don't see the editor. Oh. There must be an editor tab over here, Samantha, or it would be somewhere over here only. See? Or if this is not the tab that you can see, then there could be editor entitled 1, 2, 3. Okay, these things might be present, so you can click on that also. So then also you'll be able to go to the window. Samantha, did you got it? Okay, good. Now see, as I told you that